This is Tizzy Worldwide.
And your boy King Bash, and welcome to the Face Out.
One of a Kind, Season 4 Reunion Special.
This season undoubtedly was the most anticipated. The cast brought the heat.
And here to settle the score, Donnie, the mentors, and the contestants are back to bring all of the things that they had on their chest here tonight.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Because if you aren't ready,
then you know what you gotta do.
you gotta
pack it up, Daddy.
pack it up, daddy.
The show must go on, yeah. The show must go on. The show must. Hey, you think you one of a kind?
This guy is creative, inspiring, just an all-around mogul. For the past 4 years, he's been extending himself to aspiring models and photographers alike. He is truly one of a kind. Let's give a round of applause for Professor Oak, Donovan McIntosh. How are you doing today, Donovan?
I'm tired, but happy, excited.
That's awesome. That's
Ready?
awesome. That's awesome.
That is amazing. Now, we have some serious points we have to point out to you because
Yeah.
a lot of your viewers, contestants, people who you work with just have a multitude of questions for you. And I think it's right that you answer these questions because they have been burning up on social media, burning up in the workplace, on set, off set. So we just need to answer these questions and be honest,
Sure
truthful,
thing, sure thing.
and give us the whole 9 yards, okay?
All right.
What is the goal of the Face of One of a Kind?
Well, the goal is to find a model to represent my brand. Also, to have my brand to grow. Because one of the main things I do is I love to take model photos. Like I do client photos. That's the income. That's what keeps the business running. But my main passion is shooting models. Just getting my creative side out. So the goal is to find models because I'm not a person who just go around and just shoot any model. Like I have a little bit of standards, you know. So not everyone is gonna bring out my creative side, what I have in my mind. So the goal is to find a model. That's the main goal, to find a model to male and female now to bring out my creative side, creative juices, and keep the brand front and going.
Okay.
And the next side of it is helping local businesses to succeed.
That would be your makeup artist and
Because I'm a small business, and before I started photography, my main thing was doing graphics and websites for small businesses, just to get their logos out, their business cards out, just to get them started, you know. So my main goal is to build up small businesses also, and to build up everyone that enters the contest. I want everyone to leave with something. So if their confidence is boosted, like if they just know what not to do on a photo shoot, just something, you know.
Once they gain anything,
So that's why I bring
feel
in
good.
guest speakers because I don't know it all. Like,
Correct.
I'm still learning, so that's why I bring in guest speakers to teach them stuff a little bit, you know, to enhance their ability, so everyone leaves the competition with something that
Correct.
they didn't.
their portfolio is
Yeah.
expanded.
That's
they,
great.
they grew.
You mentioned standards. You've been doing this is the fourth
fourth
year,
season,
the fourth season.
Correct.
Yeah.
That in itself is commendable.
Could we get a round of applause for the fourth
That-
season? 4 years.
When you mentioned standards, I just couldn't help but think about the word standards for me. You know, you said that you are looking for a face.
Yeah.
Within this face, do you have a particular preference? Because I'm gonna be honest, Twitter was on fire.
Yeah.
And the topic of colorism came up. You know, they were saying that you had a preference more to light-skinned models
Yeah.
versus your dark-skinned models. So what would you like to say or to answer to those questions about colorism?
Well, to be real, any way that I answer it is going to get twisted because my point of view is coincidentally because personally I have a lot of light skin, curly hair models. To me, it's coincidentally, that's just the persons that I met, and that's just the persons that entered and was the best in the competition that won.
Okay.
But persons will say coincidentally, still colorism. But how I see it, there's no right or wrong way for it because we are all black people. If I say, oh, she can't win the competition because she's light skinned, curly hair,
That's unfair.
to let a dark skin, like, you know?
To feed
Yes.
to the.
So with me, I'm a pretty honest person. I'm a pretty upfront person. I don't beat around the bush. I do what I know is the right thing to do, and anyone who has won my competition
Can attest to that.
has
Correct.
won it because they deserve to win the competition. It's not because when I do this competition, I don't just look at the contestants and I be like, oh yeah, I like that one, she gonna win the competition. Because that would be a waste of my time. I could easily hit them up. The brand is big enough for me to hit them up and say, hey, let's shoot sometime. Maybe you wanna be one of my models, you know? Maybe they'll say no, but the high chance they'll say yes. All right. So I don't have to do a whole competition to let them win to shoot them. I could easily hit them up and shoot them.
Okay.
Correct.
In that, I want to move on with this season in particular. Season 4 has been, like Bashan said, undoubtedly one of the most anticipated seasons. With these episodes, week after week, we watch as viewers, as contestants, as mentors. We watch, and things that we pick up, people say, people feel, and especially on Twitter, people feel the need to express their opinions. And one of the things that me and Bashan picked up on was that people are very, very, very concerned if that you have favoritism towards a particular set of models or a particular model.
Or a particular type of model.
So,
To address that.
and we want to know, in the competition,
Yeah.
do you have a favorite or do you have favorites?
All right. Okay. So to answer that, all right, I'm a person who gets attached really quick. Okay.
Correct.
So to answer your question, all the contestants are my favorite. Like, how things might come off is like I have favoritism and stuff like that, but sometimes like it's just, as I say, it's coincidentally. I don't have no favorite. I might say, yeah, I love her, but I might just love her personality. Like Alexia. I love Alexia's personality. I love her drive. Like I love everyone for different aspects.
Reasons,
You know,
yeah.
for different reasons. Like that's why I told them you're already a part of the Oneofakind family. Like, you know, like
Well-
even though some people might say Ari them says be too nice. Like, you know,
You do.
the reason why there's so many persons still in the finale is
Because you're too nice.
I just love everyone. You
No,
know,
because
like-
you're too nice. Just admit it. You're too nice.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, the reason why that is such a burning question
Yeah.
is because people have opinions. People feel that
Yeah,
some
I respect
people,
that.
especially within episode 6,
Yeah.
the knockout round,
Yeah.
people felt like
Alright.
you were saving this one particular model or these particular
let me
set of models
address-
because you really just want them to win.
Let me address the episode 6 because I've been ignoring most of the comments and stuff like that because that, like, I'm a pretty strong person. My mental health is pretty strong.
Correct.
So those things don't really get to me, but when I keep reading them and stuff like that, it demotivates me. You know, like
Correct.
Like, that's a word. Like it lessens my.
It lessens your
motivation to put out
drive,
even
yeah.
more episodes to do more seasons. But I still try to ignore it. But my team members always send me stuff like that. But to answer that question, I really love Rakia. I really love Krista, and I really love India. That's why when it came down to judging, like I didn't want to let them know the results because I knew flat out, like they know the photos was really great, but I told them I was not judging based on just photos. You know, anyone could take solid photos. I wasn't the photographer. I was the videographer for that. I was the video guy for that episode for a reason. I was watching everything.
Correct.
So I didn't want to let Rakia and Krista and Rakia know that they lost because I you know, like they good models. I don't want to let them go that easy. So when I realized I made that decision, like I was trying to I wanted to switch it back to where it wasn't a knockout round where I just eliminated 2 people, you know?
Yeah.
So, but I couldn't do that because it was unfair. Because
Correct. You already
was
stated
unfair
it was
to
an
their
opponent.
opponents.
Correct.
So I just went ahead and I let them know that their opponents won, but I still want to give them another chance.
Okay.
But
Just moving on, this is the final question because I think it was the most talked about thing pertaining to the show.
yeah.
People want to know, why the charge on the vote? Why the charge on the People's Choice vote for this season
Correct.
of The Face of Oneofakind?
All right, so as I said, we are growing. The show is growing, and I just felt like the like to win was just not it anymore, and we needed a more professional approach. And I saw what Ms. Bahamas was doing, where he's charging $1 per vote. And I asked my team, I asked the persons outside my team, I sent around a survey, like just to persons who I know really love the show, watch the show. And I was like, do you think we should charge $1 for a vote? Because it was brought up in our production team, and I was against it at first because I was like, I don't want people to pay. I don't want people to pay for food, like, you know.
Yeah.
Even though I'm spending everything on my pocket to make this my show, I didn't want people to pay. But it was just an idea to make the People's Choice bring another level to the People's Choice, get more interaction, and not do just the like, because the like that doesn't benefit us in any way, so because we don't do the People's Choice.
Okay.
But with $1 per vote, that helps to build up the show more, so we could do more things and we could, you know, just grow. We could grow.
Yeah.
Well, seeing that it was successful, do you plan to do the $1 charge on the vote next season?
Yes, we continue. We plan to continue that.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody, give it up for Donovan McIntyre. All right. So these guys are the epitome of what you would love to call team mentors. Please welcome Paige and Ty from the Pink Team.
Welcome. How are you guys?
Good.
That's good.
You good, Ty?
Could you give us a spin?
us a
we
spin. We gotta see the look.
we gotta see the dress. We gotta see the dress.
Wow.
Ah, look at that. Ooh, okay. Nice. Okay.
All right. So,
Are you guys drunk?
Maybe.
no, just a little.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to make sure it's you all asking questions and not the liquor.
No.
We did.
No.
First of all, you ain't gonna rate us like that. We have that.
The questions were already put together, man. Okay? So the first question for you guys is the Pink Team mentors. As mentors, what do you feel is the most important thing that you taught your contestants this season? Good question. Hey, I know.
Yeah. Are we drunk? Say it again. Say it again. Are we drunk?
Some multiple choice.
Is it the drink question?
It's not ABCD. It's not ABCD.
I think the most important thing that we taught was trust the process. As in, you know, everyone is here to better themselves. Don't worry about, you know, what you're bringing to the table right now. Sizing yourself up against others, exploiting your flaws. You know, everyone have their insecurities.
Correct.
So I think the most important thing, we sat them down and said, listen, it's not going to be perfect day one. You're not going to be a superstar, but you're going to get, you know, the qualities that could help build yourself even past us.
Okay.
You know? So
great.
I think the most important thing is trust the process.
That's great. Paige?
I feel for me too, but me and Ty, a lot of persons in our team had a problem in terms of being confident with themselves. I feel that everyone in our team had the potential and probably could be the face, probably is the face, we don't know right now.
Correct. Yes.
And throughout the time we were working with them, I feel that sometimes they used to doubt themselves, and I feel throughout the process they became more confident, more sure of themselves. I felt that with Destin and Angel for sure. I felt that they were, you know, like, okay, I know I look good, but maybe I don't know, I ain't
Correct.
sure. But now when they're in front of the camera, I know I look good.
I'm
I'm
that
coming
person.
fearless.
Yes.
Thank
That is
Okay. So
great. That is great.
I have a question for you both. As you know, your Pink Team was or had one of the most controversial persons on the team. The public wants to know, what was it like working with Lil Davy? Because as you know, she came into the competition competing against the males.
Okay, I feel from the very first thing when we had to pick our contestants, we already had in mind, me, Ty, and Mo already had a discussion saying how we wanted it on our team. Other than the fact that yes, we understand that she's competing as a male, but we liked about that she was different and unique. And our team, I felt, was all about diversity and uniqueness.
Okay.
And I felt that she embraced that. So that's the very first thing. And I felt that she got a lot from us, even though she was kind of awkward in a sense, because she wasn't sure. Of course, she's not going to be as confident or as sure because she's competing as a guy. Technically speaking, that's not what she is. Yeah. So I feel that she presented herself well.
Great.
She could do the most she could have done.
That's beautiful.
She was awesome, honestly.
That's good.
Her personality is funny. She is, very chill, very calm. She listened a lot. So, she always asks questions. Hey, you think I should do this? Think I should do that? What should I do here? What should I do there?
Right.
So she reached out.
That's beautiful.
You can't help someone who don't want to be helped.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
So, sad to see her go, but
Yeah.
That's great.
good. I like her.
That's great. Everybody give it up for Ty and Pace of the King, please.
Two beautiful faces, the face of 2018 and the face of 2019. Let's welcome the Blue Team mentors, Sade and Brittany.
I'm loving the matching white.
I love it. I love it.
Way.
Was it an aesthetic?
No,
Was it black?
No, it wasn't.
Was it black?
coincidental.
Wow. Okay. Listen, the blue team has done phenomenal this season. I'll just say that straight off the bat. Okay, and I think that should be commended because you guys are great mentors.
Let's have a round of applause for the Blue Team.
I have to ask the question because the blue team, very strong with the contestants, but you never know, the mentors may have a different view. So, as mentors, do you feel as though any of your contestants were not taking the competition as serious as they should have been? Whether they were eliminated or whether they're still in the running to be the face of One of a Kind?
Okay, well, I intentionally chose those who I knew were going to take the competition very serious. I was not concerned about the diversity at all. I wanted those who were hell-bent on being the winner. And people left, but it wasn't because they left just because they wanted to. They had really good reasons. For example, Crystal, she was sick. She could not come. So she couldn't, we couldn't knock her for that. So,
Correct.
yeah.
That's exactly right. I think our focus as two winners plus Lathan, a third winner, we were looking for the winner, and we're still hoping that's one of us, which we're pretty confident in the fact that it is. But it's good to not get too cocky because obviously every single one in this competition is so strong.
Yeah,
I love
honestly.
that.
Even from audition day, we're sitting there like, what?
Yeah.
What's gonna be? Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we just want to say that I've watched the show from start to finish, and with the two of you guys being prior, faces of One of a Kind, how do you think that helped you guys as mentors this season?
Well, definitely seeing that we both won the competition before, we know exactly what Donovan wants in his model, so we could give that advice to our models or our contestants so they could just, show that in themselves towards Donovan.
Okay, cool.
And it's not a secret that the people on our team, a lot of them kind of have a platform and some kind of background in the modeling world. But what we saw through that is, though they have some kind of background, we don't want to that just be the reason that they will do well. We wanted to, so they have the confidence to build on what they have.
The crowd.
Yeah.
The expanded.
Great. Everybody give it up for Brittany and Sade of the Blue Team. Thank you so much, ladies. All right, guys, so undoubtedly, the Red Team mentors have been really, really active within their team. So let's welcome some of the Red Team members, Bashan and Seven. All right, so as you guys see,
That was me. Yeah.
Bashan is a host, but he is also a Red Team member.
Yeah.
So, mentor. Well, he's a member and a mentor, same thing, right? So, I have some questions for you guys, especially you have been a piece of family of One of a Kind. You have been working with One of a Kind, I think, from the jump start of the face of One of a Kind. So, with you guys' experience, you as a photographer and you as a model yourself, do you feel any of the red team members, contestants, should still be in this competition as we speak?
Yeah, well, most definitely. Not gonna lie, the red team is a pretty strong-headed set of individuals. From they came in, they know what they wanted, and they was pushing towards it. Some things didn't go how they wanted it to go, and sometimes ego got in the way. But I still feel like a lot of them should have still been. They should have been here.
Okay. Okay. Bashan?
Well, to elaborate, I feel as if Rakia specifically should still be in the competition.
Why is that?
She has done outstanding.
As
She
we saw.
delivered every photo shoot,
Okay.
regardless of if she got top photo or not. You can say that this young lady, she brought it.
Okay.
So to see her have such an distasteful remove from the competition, not saying that Danielle did not perform. She did what she did. That's obvious. But I still feel as if Rakia has done what she did unwavering.
Okay.
That effort should have not been taken for granted.
Yeah, I agree.
I understand.
But at the end of the day, the judging was done. And that's something that's beyond our control. So, we still love you, Rakia. We still stand you. You're still our queen. But, as you know, it is a competition and it must go on. So.
Everybody, please give it up for 7 Bashan of the red team. Thank you so much.
So let's take a break to thank one of our sponsors, Regal Wines. We're drinking today, currently, their Gemma de Luna, which is one of their Moscatos.
And we're also drinking one of their rosés. This is Living Coral. All this top tail
Tasty,
wine.
when I tell you.
As you guys all know, the contestants this season have been phenomenal in every shoot, on set, off set. They are just all around amazing people. And right now, we are going to get full-on candid responses from all of our contestants, whether they are here or whether we have to call them virtually. We are going to get it all tonight, okay?
Edgy and seductive, her unique look earned her a spot in this season's running. Let's welcome Juliette. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Juliette.
That's good. Could we get a spinner
We
room for
gotta
your
get-
outfit?
I got no butt for that.
Please.
No,
Okay.
we going for the outfit.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
So, Juliette, how are you doing tonight?
Pretty good.
That's great.
Awesome. That's awesome. So, what was your oak experience?
It was amazing, actually. It really helped with my personal growth.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Do you feel more confident as a model now that you have entered the competition? You've been
Yes,
through it.
I've definitely learned a lot.
Great. What have you learned this season?
To deal with my insecurities and to work with others.
Great. That's wonderful.
Okay. So, as you know, you were eliminated so close to being the face. What were your thoughts in that moment?
Honestly, I did not like that challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Just because some things were said while I was, in my element.
What was said?
Well, basically, I had a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny did not like it. So
Okay.
I lost focus.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what was your initial thought when choosing Jason Neek as your competitor?
I honestly felt like I could have won that challenge if
Mm-hmm. You have been in
things
the right.
weren't done that way. If
Okay.
things were done differently, then
Okay,
Okay.
cool. Just switching gears.
Mm.
Nothing too
fussy.
Nothing too
Trapsy.
fussy or trapsy or
No.
anything. But,
You trapsy, but okay.
I'm not trapsy.
Trapsy? What's that?
I don't think we're trapsy.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd just like to know,
Mhm.
everybody on set, Offset.
We saw.
We saw, you
So
know,
about Ramon just get
the little connection between you and Ramon.
Yeah.
So, the viewers, everybody, we'd like to know, is there a thing between you and Ramon?
I have one thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There you have it.
Up close and personal.
Okay.
From Juliette. Everybody, please give her a round of applause. Silent but deadly describes him perfectly as he crept his way through the competition. Okay, the boy with the tattoos really made his mark this season. Everybody, please give it up for Ramon. Ramon, how you doing, man?
I'm fantastic.
That's
awesome.
great. That's
awesome.
great.
That's awesome. So, what would you describe your Oak experience as?
Well, you know, I came into this with no proper modeling experience, but I met a lot of cool people, and honestly, like everybody's like family.
Awesome.
And so there's a bond there, and I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
That's great. What would you find most memorable this season?
There's a lot of things because there's a lot of trapsiness in this, you see. And so, like, it's really hard to pick, but let's just say what happens at Oak stays at Oak, so I can't say certain things. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you see yourself continuing modeling now that you've completed your time here at Oneofakind?
It depends on how I feel at that time because my passions they tend to change a lot, and so I pursue everything that I have an interest in, and so who knows? But whatever I do, I'm gonna kill it.
Do you have any regrets with this competition?
Nah, no regrets because it helped me to improve myself as a person, and anybody who really knows me knows that I'm a self-improvement junkie, bro. I am obsessed with that.
Okay.
And so it was a good experience for me. It was a stepping stone for sure.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Okay.
That's great.
Well, guys, let's give a round of applause for Ramon. Thank you so much. Unpredictable, sporadic, and solicitous are just a few words describing this next young man. He showed us his magnetic personality whilst putting his best modeling foot forward. Although he did meet an untimely departure, let's welcome Tanaj.
Tanaj, I before we even get to
What are you wearing?
speaking, we
Who's
gotta-
on you?
we gotta
What are you
see
wearing?
The fit.
Yes.
Just
Give us the fit.
Give
us the fit. Give us a spin.
Give it.
Tonight my
Whoa.
outfit is sponsored by ASOS, man.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
bought it straight off the mannequin.
Okay. All right. Oh, jeez.
So, Tanaj, how has Oak impacted your life?
Well, I've been following Oak from the season that you auditioned for last year, and it's from basically just from watching the videos and the stuff that you told me, I realized that Oak would be something that I would want myself to be a part of. The inspiration, the motivation, the encouragement that I got from you, Seven, Sydney, even all of the other mentors, Paige, Tariq, Sade, Layden, all of that stuff like helped me grow and to mature more as a model.
Okay.
Okay, so what was your rating of Oak? Like, would you recommend it to aspiring models if they want to be a model in Bahamas? Like, would you say, you should join Oak because it's a really good,
It's a
way
platform.
It's a platform. Would you recommend it?
Yeah, I definitely would. Any stepping stone is a stepping stone. I mean, sometimes you may feel like it's a bit biased, even though, other people would feel other ways. But yeah, I would recommend it.
Okay. So, as you know, you performed during the competition. Do you felt as if you were giving a fair chance during your elimination?
No, I definitely wasn't given a fair chance.
Okay.
I honestly feel like that. I don't know what was happening before, but I feel like it was a impromptu prize to give one of the competitors who got top photo the opportunity to eliminate somebody. Like, I mean, you did it the first. I think I got us episode 4. I got eliminated on.
Correct.
Yeah, the first 3 episodes you didn't give it as a prize. Like, there wasn't really no prize, to be honest. I mean, okay, yeah, there were prizes.
Yeah.
Actually,
Mhm.
but yeah, I don't think that was like a reasonable prize, given that I was in the bottom with 2 people from the same person's team that got the top photo. So it was almost like, it was almost like obvious. Because when up there in the moment, I was like, okay, I ain't going home against these two, you know. But when, no, I mean, if we being honest, I wasn't going home. But Donnie gave the prize and say, cheers. Donnie gave the prize and said, the winner get to choose who get to go home. And I was like, well, it's today.
You cry.
So,
you can't curse. You cry.
No, but
you
I
curse.
curse.
You curse. You curse.
I curse.
You can't curse,
I
man.
said.
Okay.
Well, with that being said, as we all know, Ra Vision was the person to eliminate you.
He was.
So, what are your thoughts on Ra?
I have no words.
Okay.
Honestly, Ra he is who he is. You know, I haven't really had much conversation with him in the competition to even speak on the person that he is personally. But from what I've seen, he's just like, you know, a person. He's like full of himself. He's all about, you know, his brand, and I know he has a shoe company. He like does like custom design and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't really know him personally to like talk about him.
Right. Thank you so much.
Let's give a round of applause for tonight.
Okay, so this young lady was truly a hidden gem. She embodied an era of beauty that was rarely seen on any season of One of a Kind. Her smile and personality are as warm, as genuine as they come. Please let's welcome from the red team, Alexia.
Hi, Alexia. How are you doing today? That's awesome.
Okay, so Alexia, what have you been up to since One of a Kind?
As you probably don't know, I'm still in high school, so I've been up to a lot of studying, working, you know. Even though school hasn't started face-to-face, I still have to go to school to attend.
Coursework, they don't play. I know
Okay. All right. So let's talk about the competition a little bit. How did you feel being picked last to join the red team on the first episode of the season?
Okay. How do I feel? I feel like it wasn't. I'm not a person that takes stuff very personal. Like people be like, oh, if they choose me last, I wasn't going and da da da. But I'm that type of person. I feel like, honestly speaking, my photos weren't if I wasn't up there in comparison to all the other competitors, but I think my mentors saw something in me and they decided to choose me in the last round.
Well, it's quite obvious that they did, because you are, I think, the last female member of the red team left on to be viable for the face of One of a Kind.
Let's give a round of applause for that.
That's commendable.
So, Alexia, the viewers want to know, why did you feel as if Danielle was the weakest link? Also, what was your experience working with her in your duo challenge?
Well, I don't even know how to answer that question, but I could say, well, I wasn't paying much attention to Danielle, and I just thought, okay, I guess Danielle is the weakest link. But working with her, she's a very nice person, very genuine. She really has a nice personality, and we worked well together. And she was really very open to
your ideas?
Yeah.
Your concepts?
Sorry, yeah.
Okay, so that's cool. So, looking at the running for the face at this time, do you feel as if anyone who's there shouldn't be there?
I'm just a competitor. At the end of the day, it's Donnie's brand, and it's who he decides he wants to be the face of his brand.
Awesome. So that was beautiful, guys. So let's give a round of applause for Alexia.
Loud and proud, this Bahamian bad boy was full of jokes and laughter all season long. However, he didn't play much games when it came to the camera. Everybody please welcome Aaron.
Aaron, welcome. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
All right, so Aaron, first thing we'd like to ask you, how do you think you've grown as an individual now that you've completed the face of One of a Kind?
I felt that I got 100% more confident entering the competition to hopefully be the face of the One of a Kind, but it actually didn't go as planned. But I would say it actually helped me to grow as a better person, to say that even though I have people there as a camera that just give it my best and have fun with it, and I actually did that, so I actually would say that growed me as a better person.
Great. Okay. In the dual challenge, you went up against Raw Vision. You made mention that you really didn't really want to go up against him, but you just went up against him because your team felt as though that it was the best thing to do for the team. So you evidently lost against Raw Vision.
I wouldn't call it a loss, but
what would you call it if it wasn't a loss?
I would call it a setback for a better comeback.
A setback.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
That's great. That's great.
With the People's Choice Award, we saw you came in at the last minute at 8:59 with 600 and something votes, correct?
Yeah, correct.
What were your thoughts when you checked back at 9 o'clock and Silas at 691?
Well, wow. Now, so this was kind of funny. From the People's Choice whole competition started, it was all okay. Let's see who's gonna have it. Personally, I would say I didn't spend any money when it comes to me, because at first I didn't take it as okay, it's whatever. It's just voting. I don't really, whatever. I feel like I have what it takes to be the face. But as I've said, as I got eliminated, I decided, okay, let me give it a shot. I had some votes from people who I didn't know, friends, family. Yeah, they helped me a lot. But the last second, I said, okay, let me just give a little something out of my pocket. Let me give it a try. But as in to see someone every second just keep making it, I kind of lose faith at that last moment. So I said, let me give it the last shot. I give it the last shot, and I didn't go as planned. But
okay. Well, that's understandable. Now, Aaron, our viewers may not have grasped it on the episodes, but I'm sure everybody here can attest to some on-set tension between you and Raw Vision after that dual challenge, especially with the video that he posted on his social media, making you the challenger and him the antagonist. So what are your views on that video?
Well, my views on the video, if I'm in the video, I look damn good regardless. I make it look good, so it doesn't make a difference. So I don't care. But the problem that I really had about the video was that I'm at work and I get a notification of me in a video that I didn't give any consent that I want to be in this video, and that made me feel some type of way, because everyone knew that that competition that I did, I was 100% not comfortable at all in that competition. So to see when we did the dog shoot, when he so-called got best photo, when everyone, even Twitter and social media, spoke to say that they felt that I had the best photos out of all the dog shoots, why didn't you post that? Why you picked to the point where it's okay, we're challenging and I actually gave my best and you gave your best, and then you go and pick the choose to post? Why you didn't post when you got best photo? So then that kind of made me feel some type of way, as in that, okay, you trying to throw shade and you really ain't nothing. So that kind of made me feel kind of tension under the skin, because like I was like, what are you trying to do? I thought you was like, we was cool and we work. I don't have a problem working with you, but when I see you try to let off like a salty vibe, like no, I don't play that. So like I had to cut that short. So I had to let them know.
And that's totally understandable. So on a lighter note, speaking of the unseen, we got to see a side of you and Rakia that the cameras didn't pick up, but we did. Do you care to explain what was that entanglement?
Well, I wouldn't call it an entanglement because, as you could see, the red team is a family, so our relationship all together is actually neutral.
It's
so
platonic.
Yeah, so if
Nothing
you
more.
would say entitlement here, entitlement between my whole team, you feel me? Because that's the relationship.
That's the love.
we
It's
all
just
have.
spread straight around.
Shout out to the red team for
Yeah,
the family aspect.
So
I swear I'm not biased, but I really love the family aspect of the red team. Everybody please give it up for Aaron.
This young lady brought the heat. Not only did her photos captivate, but I'm sure if you look up fierce in the dictionary, you would see her name next to it. Let's give a round of applause for Rakia.
Rakia, how are you tonight?
I am awesome. I am great. And I love being here. You and Bashan are one of my most favorite people here right now. Next to the red team, of course.
Wow. So, Rakia, tell us, what has your experience been with one-of-a-kind photography?
Okay, so I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I feel as if my entire experience with One of a Kind, it was a 50-50 experience. It was something whereas you can't never feel as if you're going to win. And it's also to the point whereas like you're going to feel unfairly treated inside the competition. There are going to be people that are going to beat you and make it further than you that you feel as if just should not be there. And at the end of the day, you are going to have to suck it up and move on. I personally, because I have done different competitions inside the Bahamas locally, I feel as if there are a few things that need to be worked on. But I can't say the bad outweigh the good.
Okay.
You understand? Great. I met an amazing set of people. I love the red team. Despite I wanted to be in the pink team, but they didn't pick me, but that's okay. You understand? Paige and Tyreek, they time could come. I give them 7 good days. Okay? I give them 7 good days after this competition finished to reap what they sow. Okay?
So, based on your experience, do you feel as if it was worth joining the competition?
I mean, in all honesty, if I tell you the truth, I get in this competition. I had no intentions of entering this year. Donovan and Lowe's reached out to me in 2018. I did the next phase and they wanted me to participate. And honestly and truly, after participating in the next phase, and I did Bahamas Next Top Model, I didn't want to compete in any more Bahamian competitions because I felt as if where I wanted to be as a model, it wasn't local. But my little sister went ahead and she signed me up. And honestly, it was something for me to do on Sundays. But at the same time, after coming onto the competition and meeting like the cast, it made me realize that I have a lot to work on as a person. I need to work on teamwork and my mouth.
Well,
and yeah, my mouth is one of my biggest problems. And I needed to work on my mouth. But honestly and truly, like coming into the competition, I'm very happy that I went through with it.
That's beautiful.
All right, that's great. Switching gears a bit. You were undoubtedly one of the most strongest competitors. Donovan said it earlier. But with that, you being a strong competitor, you somehow didn't capture top photo at all. So how do you feel about that?
Okay, well, to me personally, I have a look that not everyone's going to like. And that is perfectly fine. I have been looking at social media and I have seen how a lot of people have reacted to me getting top photo or not getting top photo. You have persons that feel as if I should have get it. And you have persons that's like, why does girl get eliminated? And at the end of the day, as a person who has had low self-esteem and still experience low self-esteem at times, I can't allow what someone else's view of me makes me react to. Mind you, I feel as if there were situations that I deserve top photo. Not saying that I've looked at everyone else's pictures from what I could have seen, and the day I got eliminated, to me, I shouldn't have gotten home.
Kia,
Yes.
as you know, you were a part of the competition.
Yes.
Although you got eliminated, you were in the running to become the people's choice. It was a very slim race between you and Destin. What are your thoughts on that whole altercation, interaction?
Because it was hot on Twitter.
Twitter really want to know what's going on.
It was hot.
First of all, I'm break.
Okay.
That's the first point.
Okay.
My problem is, if I don't follow you on Twitter, how you get on my Twitter to comment on something that wasn't about you?
Who comment?
I made a comment that I hate losing. Destin don't follow me, I don't follow Destin. Destin takes her time to quote my tweet and say, oh, you lose. Get over it. My tweet wasn't about you. I was outside having a conversation with a friend of mine. And then I get back inside, I in multiple group chats, the girls, them telling me, Rakia, what are you doing? I'm dead confused, like, what are y'all talking about? Then I go in the red team group chat, Rakia, what are you doing? And I'm like, what am I doing? So I go on Twitter to see Destin and her boyfriend calling me break. No, I know you have a boyfriend. One. Two, don't call me break because you don't know me. Because at the last minute, at 8:58, when the website freezes, when Ramon was going to drop 1,300 votes on me, the website freezes. I called Donovan. I could tell you, I called Donovan. You want me to bring this money to you tomorrow? Because that could have been cashed out at ATM, brought in rubber bands, and dropped off. I ain't broke. Don't speak on someone that you don't know of because you don't have no modeling experience. You can't beat me in no photo and you can't beat me walking. But don't try shame me on Twitter and say break. Don't do that. There are many things you can do, but me, what you want to do is call me break or try undermine me as a model. Cause you and your friend telling me, oh, you upset, you salty, you lose. Y'all say she one up me, but she mad cause my little sister put in a place.
Okay, so I have a question. Do you felt as if, looking back at it now, both parties could have handled the situation differently?
No, there was nothing to handle because my tweet was none of your business. You in my business, don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. At the end of the day, it's how you approach people. If I ain't say nothing to you, don't say nothing to me. My only response to Destin, when Hannah friends was calling me broke, called my sister a smurf, and then wanted to try clown on my boyfriend, don't do that. Was that no one was talking about you because I don't follow you and you don't follow me. I never said I am mad that Destin won. I said I hate losing and that is my right. That is my right to say I hate losing. I was a winner in my head and I will forever be a winner and no one can beat me.
Okay.
Period.
On a lighter note, we already talked to Aaron. And he made it seem as though you guys didn't have an entanglement.
Put it on to make him wanna marry me.
That was seeming
Okay.
upset.
Okay.
You guys was painting a bit of a different picture to me, so.
So
what
I
was
have
going
told
on?
everyone that Aaron is my on-set boyfriend.
Okay.
Mind you, me saying that Aaron is my on-set boyfriend doesn't mean that me and Aaron have anything going on. The red team was one big entanglement. Aaron was the youngest person on our team, and I felt as Aaron needed a strong-headed person to keep him focused in the competition.
She was a sugar mama.
And I was keeping him focused in the conversation. Tizzy, don't do that. What I'm saying is that at the end of the day, the red team has different dynamics. The same way that y'all would assume that Ramon and Juliette was a thing, people would assume that me and Aaron is a thing. I love Aaron to the bottom of my heart. I also see that he has a lot of potential as a model, and I would like for him to unlock that potential as a model. And that's all I was doing with him as he was on the competition. I wanted him to stay put and stay focused. Aaron is a friendly person, and sometimes when we was having group discussions, he just was nowhere to be found. So I had to grab him by the collar of his shirt and say, hey, I need you to stay focused because our strategy as a team was, as a team, we can make it close to the end, and then whoever pushes forward for us. But at the end of the day, please don't assume that that has not been said or not been clarified as both parties, because at the end of the day, you know what assuming does. It makes a donkey out of you and me. And we don't want to do that. You understand? We don't want to do that. And I would like to pinpoint, I don't want no one on this competition have the reason to talk about me and my boyfriend, talk about me to their boyfriend off camera, because when their boyfriend is slick tweeting my boyfriend, it's going to be a problem. Okay. Destin, I'm meaning you.
Okay.
Thank
so, ending on that fiery note, let's give a round of applause for Rakia.
Thank you so much.
Floating like a butterfly and singing like a bee, this bubbly beauty showed up and showed out. Let's welcome Destin. Hi Destin, how are you doing today?
Good.
I'm doing awesome. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm really loving the leather skirt. I'm really feeling it.
Yes.
So, Destin, how has Oak impacted your life, like as a model?
Honestly, I know a lot of people don't know, but I suffer from chronic depression and anxiety.
Okay.
So I feel like for me, it's stepping outside of what I normally do.
Okay.
It's hard for me because I try to be a people's person on the outside, but it's hard. So I feel like it brought a lot out of me. It challenged me, it pushed me, and yeah.
Okay, but we'd like to commend you for taking that step, and let's give a round of applause for her.
I mean, I don't think depression is anything to be joked about, and I don't mean to joke about it, but, you know, depression might have some people in a shy light, you know, sometimes. But on Twitter, you were the complete opposite when it came to, you know, your opinions on the viewers' choice, the people's choice voting concept. So what are your views on the way that you won this award?
I feel like some people had a lot of opinions on that particular segment of the show, which I know now I'm part of the O team. However, if you have those opinions, you've taken it up with the wrong person. I'm not the person to be mad at. I feel like if that's how the voting went, then that's how the voting went. You knew that beforehand. So, you know, you can't be upset at me for it.
Okay, so I have a question. Elaborating on the voting, do you feel as if your comments could have been taken out of context, especially regarding that one of your fellow teammates would have been in the running for the People's Face?
And also, before you finish that question, and also just being in the fact that you were very bold about someone being broke, just to quote.
Yes, I agree that I could have dealt with it differently. I agree, I could have dealt with it completely differently. I was upset, obviously. I was upset. Those comments were made when I was under heat and all that because of the comments of a certain person, which were obviously directed at me just because it happened right after 9 o'clock, which was when the voting closed.
Correct.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Destin, for coming.
Oh,
Everybody give a round of applause.
Well,
no. Cut. No.
Hold on, wait, let me say something. Hold on, wait. Don't get it twisted. Hold
no. First of all of the contestants have not gone. We cannot do this yet. All of the contestants have not gone. Yeah. We trying to cut down the questions, so we touch on these.
So y'all give us some more questions.
Yes.
Because
But I was actually attacked in the situation by you because I didn't make no tweets towards you, girl. You go on my Twitter and go on the side and say make tweets towards you. I never said what you. My thing was on the day that Destin decided to tweet for me. I never tweet for Destin. After the voting was closed,
y'all can play the love to ask more questions.
We got you one more general question, so we can make up, okay? Not a traffic question, general question.
Coming up on part 2 of The Face of Oneofakind Season 4 Reunion Special.
But that just was a caption, and if the shoe fit, then at India you could like put it on, honestly.
You still included Aaron without
And
his
that's okay.
permission.
I ain't gonna lie, but pressure tall, boy.
Pressure tall?
Pressure tall.